Yeah, so mhm. Yeah, I'm good. So racism, as I was saying, it's in every culture, it's in every country. It's just that we give it a different kind of name because it's so difficult for people to love their neighbor as they love themselves. And if God Himself said, "Love your neighbor as you love yourself," He wasn't stupid. Because the truth of the matter is that if you love your neighbor as you love yourself, there won't be anything like racism in the world. Like in Nigeria today, there are people who will tell you, because you're not from Yoruba, you can't get this. Because you're not from Igbo, you can't get this. Because you're not Hausa, you can't get this. And that is racism, although we call it tribalism here. You understand? So for me, I think in all totality, both where you call it racism or where you call it tribalistic or tribalism or whatever, I think it should not be condoned. I think nobody should do that. We should all try to love ourselves. You don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to associate with everybody. So don't make them feel bad. Don't make them think that they are less humans. Everybody got created with one head. So we are all equal in the eyes of God. And if we are all equal in the eyes of God, what is the problem? Look at how we all end up. When we die, we are all going 6 feet. Do you think God did not know what He was doing when He made sure that was the last result? We are all born the same way. We all die the same way. You understand? When we die, we are all buried 6 feet under. And it's even good for the Christians, because Christians, you still have to spend money to be buying caskets. The Muslims don't even bother. They just buy one white cloth and roll the person, and that's it. So if at the end of the day we're going to end up like that and not even take whatever it is we have acquired, why are we killing ourselves? Because at the end of the day, if you look at this racism, you see that people do this because they want to always oppress those people that they feel are less humans than them. That is why they do all that. And why do they do that? It is because they want to always keep being the one on top, being the one to keep acquiring. Why will you think a human being that is breathing the same air that you're breathing is less a human being than you? It is because you have told yourself that you are better. Why will you tell yourself you're better than anybody if God says that He created us in His image? You understand? So for me, I think that the only way to stop racism is we must all start loving ourselves. See, there is no amount of love you spread that is too much. Because love is the only key that can heal the world. Until you start understanding that if I pinch somebody, it will hurt the person. And I don't want anybody to pinch me. So therefore, I won't pinch the next person. Then you see that we'll all be better for it. You get my point? So at the end of the day, that is the only solution. Because we can't be talking about racism, and not finding a solution. Look at what is going on in America right now. It's been protests upon protests because people are tired. They are really tired. It is not about police, brutalizing people. It is everywhere. Racism is everywhere. It's not just about the police. Yes, the police own is because, okay, yes, they wear uniform, so they can oppress you and oppress you and oppress you because they believe they have the right to do that in disguise inside that uniform, because they disguise themselves in that uniform. There are good police, there are good soldiers, there are good people out there. Even as we are normal people, there are also people that are racist among us. You understand what I'm saying? So it has nothing to do, but I think those people that wear that uniform now take their own a step too high because they know there is something protecting them. You understand? So I think, and that's why you see they oppress openly. Otherwise, there's racism everywhere. I think there was this time I went to London in 2014. I was in London, so 2014 was my first time to visit the UK. So I was inside a bus, and immediately I got into that bus. The lady that was seated there was a white woman. Immediately I sat down beside her. She stood up and changed her seat. And I didn't really count it as anything. I just felt maybe she wanted to sit close to the door so she can get down quickly and all that. And then there was another time again, that same year, that same on that my same trip, it happened to me again inside the bus. And then I was beginning to wonder, am I smelling? Like, I used the perfume before I left the house. Am I too dark, or what is the problem? Like, I really look at myself and I say, I'm prettier than this person. My skin is even finer. Your own don't squeeze already, and then you are behaving like you carry fire on your head. You know, so I just felt. So when I got home, I told my friend, I said, why is it that people in this country, some of them behave like you can't even sit close to them? He said, that's what we face all the time. Oh. That is it not those very white ones? I said, yes. He said, that's what most of them do. You know, that immediately a black person sits close to them, they stand up. They believe that you're less human. They believe that you should be their slave, not their equal. So why sit close to me? You know? And then I think that the world would be a better place if everybody, see, that's the key. We need to love ourselves. We need to love our neighbors as much as we love ourselves. That is the only way racism is going to die. Otherwise, we're going to live with it for a very long time. We've lived with racism for donkey years, for centuries. Right now, we are speaking out because there are avenues to talk about these things. Before, there were no avenues to talk about these things, but now there are avenues to talk about. So because there's a platform to talk about these things now, I think that we're going to get results very soon. Even now, a lot of people have been pulled down. The movies that they believe that were racist, you know, in some ways, have been pulled down. You know, I think I saw that, is it something, Jemima, this is something you put in pancakes? I think they pulled that one down also because they don't want that picture on it, because that picture is also like, you know, it's racist itself. You get, so a lot of things are changing. And you all know that we they follow America, follow Nollywood. So I think if it get better, it will also get better back home here and in other African countries. So for me, I think that racism is here, and the only way out is that we must love ourselves. That is just the key.
Thank you so much, Queen Blessing. You've said the key word, which is loving ourselves. Racism begins with you. You know, when individuals will say, because she's a black queen, she cannot be in my club. Everybody in my club, we have bleached our life away. Or because she's too fat, she cannot even walk on our street, because everybody on our street, we are like skeleton. I know a lot of things that we do to ourselves, we are already racist to ourselves. Then when the other people that are not one of us, our blood or our country, are now doing it to us, we then see it and then we lament, we shout, we reject it. But if we come back to ourselves, we do it within ourselves. Imagine within the Yorubas, they will say if you're from Ogun State, and they're all Ogun State. They are all from Ogun State, but if you are Ijebu, you can never marry an Abeokuta. Come on, people, we are all Nigerians. You are even the same Ogun State. You are under the same Ogun State, and then you reject yourself. Same thing with the Benin. If you tell an Isha person, you be Benin, they will scatter everywhere. Like, I not be Benin or I be Isha. No, not call me those Benin people. Come on, you are all under Edo State and under the same Nigeria. This is racism. In case we don't know it, this is racism. This is being racist to yourself, within yourself, even within your own family, your siblings will say, because mommy calls you too much. Your siblings will start to torment you in the house. They start to frustrate everything you do simply because they think mommy calls you too much. Your own sibling will say, because your own hair is longer than their whole hair, if you sleep in the night, they want to pour some acid or burn your hair or cut your hair. They just want to hurt you. This is racism. The moment you are rejecting the other person, the moment you are discriminating the other person, the moment you are belittling the other person, you have started racism. And this is why we say racism starts with you. If even in this America where the Americans are now being racist to us, the blacks there, even though they come out together to protest and march, but before one person was killed, the blacks, in fact, immediately after that protest, they are going their separate ways. A black will not help the other black. One black will be rejecting the other black. The other black will say you are black Asia, the other one will say you are black Africa, the other one will say you are black Nigeria and black South Africa. Within that place where they are marching and protesting against racism, they are being racist to themselves. And the moment we don't understand this, we don't stop it, the white people are going to come in the loop and use the loop against us. But of course, they will come out bigger. Why? Because they are totally white and we are totally black. Then we want to see the racism they proclaim on us. We want to shout on that. We want to talk about that. But we have to teach ourselves first to stop racism. And how we can stop it, Queen Blessing just said it here. He said love is the key. Love is the key. You need to love yourself. You need to love the other person. Even the Bible says it. Say, love your neighbors as yourself. Do unto others what you would do unto yourself. If you wish good for yourself, wish good for other person. If you know what I'm doing is going to kill the other person, do not do it, because you wouldn't want to kill yourself. And this is how racism also starts. So we need to love each other if we want to stop racism. And I'm sure many people will be surprised, maybe Queen Blessing herself, that why did I bring about this topic? Why did I say, why am I not talking about the big topic, Black Lives Matters? Because that is what is going on now. Black Lives Matters. Yes, it matters. I have chosen this topic because I want us first within ourselves to adjust ourselves, to understand ourselves, to do the right thing. When we do the right thing, we will close up that avenue that the white people are using to attack us. But the more we ourselves, we are not together, the whites will always find a space to come in between us, and they will forever continue to do what they are doing to us as they are doing it. And they are really hard for it right now. You want to say something, Danny?
All divide and rule. If they don't keep dividing us, how will they rule us? It's just simple logic. It's simple. They know what they're doing. They just put us in the divide. We fight ourselves, you understand, and then they just keep enslaving us for the rest of our lives. We just be their slaves and all of that. So, and then you were talking about something where you said, when you say somebody is Benin, the person said, no, I'm not Benin. You know, you said I was Benin. I didn't even argue. But I'm actually not Benin. Benin is my state capital. I'm from Okela, Ekako, East Local Government in Edo State. But if you look at my Facebook, you will see that I put Benin there. Benin is my state capital. It does not matter. I am Edo, I'm Edo. If you like, you call me Isha. You like, you call me wherever. I go, it's anyone that you call me, as long as it's under Edo State, I really don't care. You can even call me, if sometimes I visit, and when I go to Plateau State, some people call me a Plateau person. They say I resemble the people from Ibiram, that they are this how they are dark skinned and they leave their color and all that. So when I go to Benue State, they say I look like Tiv people, and I tell them I'm Tiv. I was born in Benue State, so it's okay, you know. So I mean, a lot of people mistake me for different tribes, and I never fight about it. I never argue about it. For me, I'm a Nigerian. You can call me, like my man is Yoruba and is Igbo mixed together. So you can call me a Yoruba lady. Yes, my man is, his father is Igbo and his mother is Yoruba. So I'm from everywhere. Like I was telling somebody, when this agitation for Biafra was going on, they were like, oh, they would divide. Where will you go to? I said, if they divide it, any day that my man is going to East, I will go with him to East. Any day I want to go and visit his mother in Odudua, we will go to that side too. Anywhere they divide Nigeria, I will always fall into all the categories. I have families that have married Northerners, that have become Northern people. Will I cut them off my life because they have become Northerners? I have families that have married Yoruba people. Will I cut them off? So at the end of the day, I mean, we are one Nigeria. That should matter. That should matter. That is the most important thing. And the more we know that we have to love ourselves and love our neighbor as much as we love ourselves. I mean, even if you don't love them as much as you love yourself, don't create harm for them. Don't make their life unbearable. That is the point. You don't have to love them as you love yourself if it's so difficult for you, but don't create problems for them. And that way you see that everybody life will move forward, everything will be all good and all of that. So, but me, I just believe that even this Black Lives Matters agitation that is going on, yes, they are right. Because I mean, when you see the footage of some of these police brutalities, you're going to just be speechless. But if you also see some footage about some police who have really taken care of people when they were really in distress, you would also know that it is not all the police that are bad. In Nigeria here, everybody tell you police are bad, police are bad. I have been in a situation where police helped me. In 2016, when I had an accident somewhere around Owode Oniri, it was police people that helped me. They took me to the hospital and made sure that they arrested the vehicle that hit my. You get what I'm saying? So, basically, it's that in life we need to show love. That is the key. We need to show love. I think in 2015, me and my son, we went to Orlando, Florida. So everybody that knows me know that when I travel with God's time, it's a different kind of trip. I always make sure he's very comfortable. If I travel alone, I don't care how I go. In fact, when I travel alone, most of the time I don't even take direct flights. I go looking for all those cheap Arab flights because me, I love adventure. So sometimes if I'm going to America, I take those Arab flights. It takes me 3 days before I reach where they go. But if I'm going with God's time, I must take Delta Air direct flight, to where I'm going. So because I don't want to stress him and all of that. So when we got to Orlando, when we arrived at the airport, I went to rent a car so that at least because I'm with him, so that Orlando is a tourist area. It's not where you can really get buses to jump on and all of that. So we rented a car, easy rental. And when we got on my way to the hotel, they set the GPS for me. They helped me put in the everything. And that time I wasn't really so comfortable with it. I really didn't know how to use GPS a lot like that. Everything, now person don't perfect with everything. So while we were on our way, we were going, and we got to a point, and the GPS said you have arrived your destination. I look my right, look my left. Now, boom. I was like, how can I arrive? And then I was going to Walt Disney Resort. I was going to it's a resort, it's a hotel, but a very massive one. So I had paid Nigeria for my whole 2 weeks that we were going to spend. I had paid from Nigeria. So it was just for me to just get to the hotel, and all that. So when the GPS told me I've arrived, I'm like, no, I can't arrive the bush now. So I just kept going straight. I was hoping that I would see somebody that I would ask, for the address for where I kept driving. I almost drove up to Miami before I saw a police officer by the roadside. So immediately I saw the police officer, I pulled over. As I came down from the car, I said, no, you go back in. And I went back into the car. He said, what's wrong? I said, I'm coming from Nigeria. I rented this car today. I'm going to so hotel. But I don't understand. I've been driving for over 3 hours. I don't even understand where. And say, you passed it over 2 hours ago. I said, excuse me. You mean I've been driving to God knows where for 2 hours? And the road is so free. So I was driving in a normal speed. So you can imagine where the space I have covered. So he now said to me, you would have to turn back and go back, blah, blah, blah. And the GPS had off. I didn't know how to charge it. So the man helped me try to plug it to something remove again on my way. So after I've they called the cab for me. So when the cab came, the cab told me that the place is not far anymore, but I'm going to pay him $20. I said, no problem, I'll pay you $20. Just be in front of me. So I followed the cab from behind, and then we got there. We got to the hotel after 12. As at this time, God's time has slept. In fact, he has even made, because he was pressed. He didn't know I couldn't stop. He has we in the car. So many things. It was so crazy that day, and we left Nigeria on the 31st of December. We arrived that place on the 1st of December. So, you know, it wasn't funny at all. So by the time we got into the room, in fact, it took us a whole day to sleep and rest. So my point for telling this story is that was a policeman that helped me. I am black. You understand? I am black in all definition of black. You get my point? I am not even a black American. I am a Nigerian. So it confused me. So the point is that we have good police. We have bad ones. We have good people. We have bad people. It does not matter the uniform they wear. That you're wearing a uniform does not mean anything. It is that even if that person was not a police, he will still be a racist. Because he's already a racist before he joined police.
Before he even joined the police, yeah.
Yes, we need to be able to differentiate all these things. And in moving forward for America, I think that if they want to get people into the police force, they should interview them. They should screen them properly. They should screen them properly because the racism didn't enter his spirit or his body when he already became a police officer. The racism is already there. It's already there. And the only way to kill it, like I said earlier, we must learn how to love each other. The love is only forward. You must tell yourself that you have one head. Bimpe has one head. We are created by one God. And when we die, we are going to meet one God. And we are going to be buried the same way. 6 feet, not Nico, just 6 feet low. You understand? Even if you build 100 houses, you can only sleep in one room at a time. Even in that one room, how big it is, you're going to sleep in one corner at a time. You understand? If you like, have 200 cars, you can only drive one at a time. So if you tell yourself all this, you begin to see that life is really not that serious as we take it. Life is like a market. We don't know when we're going to go. Look at yesterday, the news broke the internet when we lost Dan Foster. If anybody told me that Dan Foster was going to die, I won't believe it. Few days ago on Sunday, we also lost a very, very nice lady. Mrs. Ibiju Nigodalo. You know?
Igodalo. Yeah, Igodalo. I saw it, yeah.
You understand? So these are people that are just dying. We also lost a senator, Pepe, a few days ago. So people are dying, and when you really know that this life is so short, if anybody told Ibidunni that she was going to die the day she died, do you think she will believe it?
No way.
No way. That is somebody that traveled for one of her assignments. You understand? And never came back. She walked from Lagos to Port Harcourt herself and didn't make it back. So the life is so short. We need to begin to understand that. And that life is not something you carry on your head. Put it on your shoulders. There's no need to carry it on your head. You get my point? And if you really notice, that is how I live my life. My life is so simple. What you see is what you get. You get my point? I don't let anything bother me because you see, this life, everything, now here we meet from. Now here we live and go. So I would rather enjoy that time I have, enjoy it to the fullest, and allow and spread love as much as I can around me. So that is because that is the only legacy you're living. People are talking about all these people because the nice people, because they were nice. When you die, you ask yourself, when I die, what will be the story of people? What would they say about Queen Blessing? What would they say? Did she touch lives in a positive way? What did she do? How did she impact? That is what should matter to us. Not who is driving a Rolls Royce, who is driving a Bentley, or who is living in Aja, or who is living in Lekki, or who is living in the sky, or wherever. Really, for me, it really does not matter where you live. It really does not matter what car you drive. I always tell people, cars are just basic necessities. They're just necessities. For me, that is how I see them. I don't see it as a one serious something like that. I mean, you can buy a car today, boom, you are going on the road, you get accident, it's right off. What will you do? So, and then those are the things. You know, I don't know. If it's left to me, this world will not have anything like racism. Because for me, everybody is equal. Trust me.
Thank you so much, Queen Blessing. You've said it all, you've elaborated it. Why? Because many people are here and all they see is racism. They can't understand the, I don't know why I'm echoing. I'm sorry about that, but I don't know what to do. Anybody know what to do about this echoing thing? So, I can't stand the echoing.
I don't think you should have network problem because you therefore you are in a better place than us here. Now we dey get network problem, but I'm talking.
You don't start racism, Abi.
My network is kind of bad today, so I'm wondering, wow.
Yeah, I'm infecting your network from a better place. I'm echoing now. Let me just because I don't know. Am I echoing?
I think it was better now.
Anyway, let's just continue that way. Sorry, people, about the echoing. So what we are saying here is racism starts with you. It begins with you. In all those little things you do within yourself, rejecting your friend, rejecting your people, rejecting your own things. And when you reject yourself and your things, you give these white people the reason to even be more racist against you. If you love what you have, who you have, the Oyibo, the white people, they will be forced to respect you because they love what they have. They appreciate their things. That is why we are respecting them. That is why we feel like we are worshiping them. But if we do the same thing to our own things, our resources, our persons, our color, our tradition, they are going to be forced to love us, to respect us, and to accept us. If you go to the white country people, even if they are wicked in them, but if you go there and you behave yourself, if you're doing everything you're doing reasonably, like she said, she rented a car. She drove the way she was supposed to drive. She didn't rent a car and go and drink alcohol inside the car and start to drive nonsense. And then you expect the police to see you and accept you, respect you. It is not going to happen. But when she rented the car, she drove the car reasonably. Even when she got lost, she spoke with the policeman reasonably. And she was helped because they met her neat and decent. But if you have met the police, you're drunk, or you have dirty things in your car, they will not respect you. Or you were driving out of the order of the speed you're supposed to drive. They cannot respect you. And now, even when they stop you, you do not need those unnecessary aggressiveness. You don't stop me, you be racist, Abi. No, you wait, let him tell you he's a racist before you start accusing him he's a racist. Because this is what most of us would do. Even within me and you, where we be the same 95, when we come from inside the same mama nyash. When I call your name and you attack me, you don't expect me to relax and enjoy it. I'm going to attack you back. And I will make sure I'm attacking you in a way that I'm fully defended, that you will not be able to hurt me. So this is what the white man will do to you as well. And it has been in the history that the blacks are stronger than the white. So it remains in their head every time they are moving. Blacks are stronger than us, so we have to attack them extremely extra. This is why they do all those things. But what are we saying here? I am not saying they have rights to be racist to us. I am not saying they have right to treat us bad the way they are treating us. What I'm saying is we can stop this without continuing to add more death and more danger into our lives. By first correcting ourselves. Correct ourselves from our country, from our community, from our family, from individuals. Correct ourselves. Show ourselves love. Let's come together and be one first. When we are one voice, not waiting until somebody dies before we start marching and protesting. That is silliness. Let's be one voice always. Behave yourself everywhere. We are not blind, we are not deaf, we know what is good. Most especially when you are in their country, they have their laws. If they say don't stand beside the street, don't stand there. Don't start to prove I have rights. It is not your fucking father's land. Don't start to prove I have rights, I want to start. Just don't do it. It is their country, it is their law. Respect yourself and you will be respected. All the people people they have been killing? Did they go inside anybody's bedroom to kill them? No. They wait for you to come outside to the road where they tell you don't come. So when you come there, they attack you. So what we are saying in this topic is racism begins with you, is that we are the problem of racism ourselves. We have racism in ourselves and we project it. And these white people, they accept and buy it from us. And then they use it against us. So we need to change our ways. We need to love ourselves from our own community, our individual life, our individual families, and stop separating ourselves. Do you know in the UK here, I have not been a victim, but it is everywhere you go. Once they see a Jamaican coming, they are like, those Jamaicans are coming, and they're going to start wanting to go away, or even start to insult them before the Jamaicans insult them. So when they are asked, why are you insulting Jamaicans? We are all blacks. Jamaicans are not black, so they claim they are Caribbean. So we are blacks and they are Caribbeans, and they hate Nigerians because Nigerians are smart. Most of our ladies are beautiful, our men are handsome. As in, like, seriously, there is a city here, you dare not go there as a Nigerian, because it's a Jamaican city. They are going to stone you to death. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
And you expect the people that owns the United Kingdom to love you when you can't even love yourself, and you have the same skin.
That is it. That is the problem. They don't even know the difference. They see us all as black, and we blacks are separating ourselves. And yes, we blame them for wanting to destroy us. We give them the avenue to do this, and they are going to use it to their profit. You understand? So whoever you are, wherever you are, please stop racism, no matter how small your racism acts are. Stop it. Don't condemn people that are too fat. Don't condemn people that are too thin. Don't condemn the poor. Don't condemn the rich. Don't condemn any person black like you. Don't even condemn Benin to Yoruba or Hausa to Calabar or whatever way. We are all one Nigerians. We are all one black. And until we become one, that is when racism is going to stop. It has to start from our own first. And the whites will not have their way in us. So Queen Blessing, we really appreciate your time today. We really appreciate, because you really squeezed yourself. I saw the struggle for coming to this show. We appreciate you. But before you go, I want to play this thing for you. My speaker is still. This echoing. I'm so sorry, people. It's so annoying, but sorry, there's nothing I can do about it.
You find them, I will constitute you for your call.
Sorry. Sorry, darling. So I'm going to rewind that. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can
Where's the note? Did you hear that? It sounds a bit low, but were you able to pick what was going on?
I couldn't pick anything.
You couldn't hear it. It sounds low. I don't know what happened. It sounds low, but it was your birthday message where you said to your fans, you're now it's too low.
That I'm not 40.
Yeah, that you're not 40 and you were telling your fans to love you for who you are, and they should understand you're now 40 and a full-grown woman. They should know you know what you're doing, and you always want to do what is good for yourself, and also trying to do the right thing. And the reason why I wanted to play that was just for the fans out there to know that you're now 40, and the message that if there's anything you're doing that they don't like, they should just walk past and stop living a silly message. Because that is also something that has to do with racism as well. Because that same silly things you will write that they will comment wrong, if another star will write it, they will applaud that star. But if another star, because it is not their own person, they will come there and just want to condemn that thing you say, which is also a bigger racism that is even affecting the industry itself. So
about that, on my 40th birthday, I posted a picture in a bikini, and the internet got broken before I woke up, because I posted it in the night, and then I woke up in the morning to see that the internet was on fire. And a lot of people said nice things. Some very few lunatics came and they were like, oh, why will you post this? Why won't I post it? It's my space. It's my body. And I decide to post whatever I want to post. When you go to the beach, do you wear nightgown or do you wear jalabia in a beach? You wear a bikini. What is wrong in wearing a bikini and taking a picture? When I turned 37, I took a picture with something that looks like a bikini, but I had this pantyhose on. And even at that, some people came out to say a lot of rubbish, even when they were not seeing nothing but my shape. So this time I said, okay, let me give you something to talk about. This is the skin now, no pantyhose. Kill yourself. The truth of the matter is that I am a full-grown woman. If you notice, I love to wear clothes that covers my body. That doesn't mean that is not because I want to. It's not because I'm pressured to do that. It's not because I'm a born-again Christian. No, I'm a Christian. I believe God. God is number one in my life. I fear God. I fear no one but God. And I believe that I should love my neighbors as much as I love myself. If I understand these things, I don't see the problem. You understand? You can't tell me what to wear. I wear those clothes that cover my body because I love them. And when I feel like wearing something skimpy, I wear it. You can't run my life. And I'm one person that I don't let my fans dictate the pace for me. I dictate the pace for them. If you like it on my space, you're welcome to stay. If you don't like it on my space, you're welcome to leave. So what I do to people is, if you come to my space to post rubbish, I ban you from my page. I unfriend you from my Facebook. Yeah, you would never have anything to, we will not even cross, because what people do is that when they know that they cannot really see you on a day-to-day and talk to you, they take the advantage of the fact that you have given them the opportunity to be your friend on social media to talk to you anyhow. And really, I don't take it. I am a no-nonsense person. I don't give shit. And I don't take shit. If you come to my space to insult me, rather than go into the gutter with you, I will ban you. That is just me for you. Because your insult, people will not see it, but they will see my reply. Because I am the one that is important in the eyes of people.
Yeah.
You understand? So, what that's why I decided to tell them nicely that yes, I am 40, and for you to understand that at 40, if I don't know what I'm doing, it means I'm going to be a fool forever. And because I know I am not a fool, I know exactly what I'm doing. Don't come and tell me, oh, you wear this is too tight, you wear this is too loose. What is your problem? Now your body? You don't come and tell me I'm fat. It is the size that I feel like. I want to be in this size now. I love this size. If I feel like I want to add more weight, I will add. If I feel like I want to lose, I will lose. You got my point. But don't expect me to look like I was 20 years ago. That time there was no breast, there was no bum bum. Who wants to be that skinny anymore? Like, why? Even sometimes when I exercise too much, it tells me Honey, I think Joe, you're already losing weight. So this your bum is not like as big as before again. What's going on? I'll say I'm dieting. What do you mean diet? Did I tell you are fat? You understand? So diet or to do because you tell me the bobby is going down and the bum is going down. Don't come and no. Don't do that. Eat at the right time. Don't come and tell me that, So if my man is not complaining, why are you complaining? If my man does not go crazy that I posted a bikini picture, why do you want to kill yourself? But when Beyonce posts it, you will go, oh, hey, Beyonce, man, see shape. But when Queen Blessing post am, na old mama we don't know what she dey do. Na him post am. And I told them at 50, I will post a worse picture. Let them kill themselves. I love my body. I love my shape. That I cover it all the time does not mean it is fat and bloated. It only means that is how I love to dress. You understand? And I believe that every occasion has its own dressing. When I'm going to church, I know what to wear. When I'm going to discuss business, I know what to wear. When I'm going anywhere I'm going, I know exactly what to wear to that place. You understand? Because it is how you dress that you'll be addressed. You understand? Because if you dress well, you'll be addressed well. And the problem with Nigeria is that we have too many hypocrites in this country. People that would see what do you call this lady that has this very big tattoo on her hips, on her bum, her butt to her hips? Oh my goodness, I drank this stout in Nigeria that went crazy. Forgotten her name now. She came to Nigeria, I think, early this year.
Oh, KDD or what they call her?
KDD or something like that. People that will go crazy about her naked will see you that still wear cloth and they will be insulting their mothers. Like, I'm wondering, are you kidding me? What is so special? Why would KDB go naked and you're not saying anything, and I wear a bikini and you want to hang yourself? The truth of the matter is that I don't care. It is my space. The good thing is Facebook has given us, or social media in general has given us the power to unfriend anybody, to block anybody. So if anybody is giving you headache, just block the person through away. Who cares? Who cares who the hell you are? I have genuine fans that love me for who I am. That that I wear a bikini does not. If I go to the beach, what will I wear, my friend? What is going on? Why will you go crazy? That is it a pint and bra? It's a bikini. What about you go where they wear and waka for road? You understand? You are hailing them. Beyonce can wear it. Queen Blessing cannot wear it. Go to hell, I beg. So I don't have that kind of time. I gave them that warning, and it's a super warning, like a nice warning that has no threat in it, but just a warning. You need to listen to it well to understand it. If you don't like it on my space, it's not every day I post something you will like. There are sometimes I post things you don't like. Just remove your eye. You must not comment on every post. It is very simple. You must not like every video. You must not comment on every post. If I post something you like, say something nice. If I post anything you don't like, take your eyes off. You understand? So what is the problem? Don't come and tell me, oh, one of them even sent a message to me, said, oh, Queen, I used to like you a lot. I used to respect you a lot. But since you wear that bikini, oh no. I say, you don't need to like it. As I wear and when you don't like, stroll pass. The day I wear the ones you like, tell me you like it. I would appreciate it. Don't kill yourself now. Don't drink Panadol in my whole headache now. It's not nice, So we left it at that. I really don't need your respect. Your respect put money for my pocket. You can't come and pressure me to be who you want me to be. I will be who I've always been who I want to be. And that is it. So I can't come and change at this age now. I can only, improve and love myself more. Because whether you like it or not, my pikin no young anymore. So I can only love myself more than I loved myself before. You get? And I love everything I am. Queen Blessing is a very strong woman, honest, down to earth, nice, loving. I spread happiness, and I believe happiness is free. You understand? So I don't judge people, and I don't allow anyone to judge me. That is it. I am entitled to everything that I do. Whatever judgment I take, good or bad, that is my problem, not yours. So I mean, basically, that's just it for me.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for that. And we appreciate this explanation. And I hope a lot of people around there will be understanding that you do not have to determine your celebrity's life. You need to free them. If you really want them to represent you, if you really want them to be your role model, free them, let them do what they want. Choose that which is good, because you're not a fool yourself, like Opeyemi said the other day. You are not a fool. You got your brain with you. You have your eyes. Choose which is good and use it. You don't have to go around and be complaining. On that point of your 40th birthday, are we still going to eat rice and chop malu on top of that birthday? And sorry, you said you were intoxicated and you were everywhere. Are you still feeling as overexcited about that age and that moment?
Well, the truth of the matter is that before I hit 40, I think 2 or 3 months before I turned 40, it was really driving me crazy. It was as if I took alcohol. That's just the truth. And because, you know, those days when we're growing up, you know, 40 is so long. Like 40 is so long, and then you're here. And 40 is staring you in the face. And you're like, wow, is that the 40 that they were talking about? Hey, this 40, you know? You're telling yourself so many things and so many things you want to do, and then so that day came, and I planned so much. I wrote a book. You know, some people will write their autobiography when they are 80, 70, 100 or whatever. I decided to break it and say, you know what? I'm not going to do things the way you guys do it. This is Black Queen. I want to write mine. And after that time, we'll continue from 40 and write the remaining when we want to write. You know, and so my book was published. I made movies that I want to launch on my birthday, because I didn't want to do just the birthday. Because it was 40, it's big, so I wanted something, you know, to add some colors into it. The movies, you know, during launching, you want to give some people the movie as a gift. That one too has been published, has been produced there in my house. The books are in my house. The gift I want to give out there in my house. My clothes were ready. And, you know, you were just hoping that Lagos State government was going to say, okay, the ban on party has been lifted for us to do party. And then Mr. President came and boom, and he just put his own law and said he was going to end, the lockdown was going to end on the 13th of April. And I looked at the whole thing, I said, you know what, if the lockdown ends 13th of April, it means I have just 5 days. What if people are afraid to come out and all of that? You know, let's just postpone. So I called Pasuma and I told him, let's postpone. And Pasuma said, yeah, it's not only you that is postponing. A lot of people are postponing. So I was looking at, you know, doing it after the Salah, because, you know, I have a lot of Muslim friends as well. And I wouldn't want anybody to come to my party and not eat, because trust me, there's going to be a lot of food and drink. And I was like, okay. What can we do? Let's wait to Salah. So when Salah came and they kept moving this lockdown, moving it up to now, we still get lockdown. So, but the truth of the matter is that I can't cancel, because I sold more than 400 Ashwebi to people, and they are looking forward to my party. And of course, it was not just birthday, it was also my 20 years in Nollywood, because I was 20 years in Nollywood in January. So it's a combination of 4 events. I tried my best on my birthday to celebrate it. I refused to stay at home. I went to take some pictures. I made videos. They're all on my social media platform. People could see the happiness in my face, and you know, I'm excited, and I'm still excited. And that day is going to come, and this time is going to be bigger, because now people are at home. They are party starved. So everybody that I invited will definitely come to my party. And trust me, I am loved. I'm so loved that, you know, even people that have not met me in person bought my shepi, that they said, Queen, I must come your party. So I won't disappoint them. We're still going to wear that dancing shoes, and we're still going to rock Pasuma till Mama calls. So it's just that we're waiting now for government to say it is safe to party. And evidently they tell us it's safe to party. We will party, and because the crowd I am expecting is over 500, I am really waiting on government to tell us what. Because at the end of the day, you want to go to this party and have your life intact to go to the next party. You don't want to go to this party and get and get, some sickness from there. And besides, I am not immune to coronavirus. I mean, so I wouldn't want to risk my life. I wouldn't want to risk others. The truth of the matter is that because I'm going to be the celebrant, everybody will want to hug me. Imagine if 500 people hugs me and one of them is sick. So
you want to die 500 times?
I am even more at risk than everybody. My guests can come and sit in their corner without even saying hello to anybody, have fun and go. But I am the celebrant. Everybody is coming because of me, so they would always want to, say hello to me. So I think that as soon as the government says it is safe for us to party, the party is still going to go on. And I'm still going to make a video to tell my fans and everybody that this is a new date. Because even if we pick a new date, we're going to give 1 month for people to, get themselves ready again. I believe everybody is actually ready because almost everybody told me they had made their dresses. So that's just it. Like it's still going to go on, and it's going to be bigger and better now.
Of course, because now we have time to plan better, So yeah, sorry people that I'm echoing. I don't know what to do, but we are going to end this now. And we are ending it with Queen Blessing telling us about she mentioned she wrote some book and she has some film she's going to launch. And also, oh my God, I'm sorry. Please also tell us the names of the film you have done, because some people don't know you, but when they watch the film, they will remember you. So if you can tell them some of those your big films so that they can go watch them.
I think on YouTube right now you can watch Ibademi Dewa, you can watch Olori Ife, you can watch Adakeja, you can watch Ife Otito, you can watch 7 Wives, you can watch Change of Fate and My Fate. Change of Fate and My Fate is an English film. I shot part of it in the UK. And you can watch Teminikon. Teminikon is a Yoruba film. I shot part of it in America. And you can also follow me on my social media platforms. That way you can get some names, things, and then you can Black Queen TV. Black Queen TV on YouTube. You'll be able to watch some, at least if Ibademi Dewa is there, you can watch it. Is there, and then other ones you just type it on Google or type it on YouTube. Just take it to the channels that those things are placed. And then for my latest English film, I think you should watch out for Fix It or Kill It. It's going to be online very soon, maybe in less than a week or 2. Fix It or Kill It is going to go on YouTube. And Hatred, I did with Charles Inoje. Also had Tonya Wonsu in Hatred. I had Mama Ajasko, that is the Moji Oyetayo. Mama Ajasko, she's also in Hatred. And Hatred is also going to be coming online very soon. I think in less than a week or 2 thereabout. And Fix It or Kill It, I did with Uche Lendu, Yemi Black, Gloria Young. They were all in that job. So those are jobs that I produced myself. And as for, I think as you start watching these movies I've given you, you'll be able to see some pop-ups of some other movies that I am in that I just don't remember the title at the moment. But basically that's it. Then you can also check my website at www.queenebigieson.com. Ebigieson is EBIGIESON. So again, it is www.queenebigieson.com. On my website, you'll be able to get a lot of other information that you need about me. Or you can just type my name on Google, Queen Blessing Ebigieson.
Wow. So people, you've had it. That is Queen Blessing. Let me call that your surname again.
Yes. I'll just write it for them.
Yeah, right. Let me pin it.
Yeah, right. Let me pin it.
All right, that is the website name, how you can find her on Google, and there you can read a lot about who she is, what she has done, and you can get to know. Okay, the other one. So you can get to know her better. And at this moment, we would like to let her go. I'm surprised she's even so relaxed and talking to us. You already told me. You cannot stay till 5 o'clock. But I've been looking at the time and saying, okay, she's still relaxed. Let me enjoy it a bit. All right, Queen Blessing, we really appreciate you for coming. Thank you so much, and we pray that the good things God has been doing in your life, that He will continue to do it, that we will see more of you in the industry, more of your films, because your stories are always very, very inspiring. And because she's my friend, I've not seen her for a while since I left